Yo, yo, yo. Bricked Out Media coming to you on a Thursday night. On a Thursday evening. What's up, everybody? Make sure we situated. Make sure we situated. Should we bring in some more light? Yeah, I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Thanks for the likes. We'll appreciate it. We'll appreciate it. We'll appreciate it. Ooh, man. As per usual, I saw the light. What's up, homie? Easy the gamer. What's up, homie? You hope we get a fetus video this weekend or this week. Hey, today is already Thursday, so if we get a fetus video, wait, do you want it on the live or do you want a video? Nick, what's up, Nick? Nick is my hustler. What's happening, Nick? 10-hour day today? Ooh wee. Yeah, I like it, Nick. Look, I'm all for people going to get the bag, whether you hourly, you work in salary, you get overtime or not. Look, I applaud anybody going to get the bag. So shouts out to all of y'all who taking care of business. All right. So two things right now. All right. So y'all see the green, and whenever y'all see the green, we're talking about the moolah, baby. All right. And y'all see the title. It's something to do with the salaries of UPS drivers and FedEx drivers. Something to do with that. I don't know. But y'all see the title. We're gonna go ahead and get started on a Thursday night. I have energy tonight. Well, as I do every night. But this topic motivates me because I think it's pretty good. And I like talking about money, so we're gonna get to it. All right. We're gonna get to it. And oh yeah, I'm gonna show y'all something right quick, but we're gonna get started first. Yeah, Nick said only the rookies get salary. That's facts. Oh man. But there's a lot of people at UPS get salaries, but I stayed away from that one. All right, let's go. Let's go. Bricked Out Media, we up. And we're live.
Breakdown meeting.
We are live.
Breakdown meeting.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Bomb Squad, on a Thursday night? Thank you for being here. We appreciate everybody. We appreciate your time. We're going to make sure it's not wasted. All right. Y'all see the title. Like I said, it got something to do with the salaries of UPS drivers and FedEx drivers and some type of if they going to catch up or anything like that. We're going to talk about it. Let me show y'all something right quick. We still have these balloons when we hit, make sure they're right. When we hit 1,000 subs, got the 1 and we got the K balloons. When we hit the 1,000 last week, my family threw a little celebration for me. So those balloons are still, looks like they're still gonna be around for like another 5 or 6 days, maybe another week. So we still got those balloons. I just wanted to show y'all those. I was trying to get them in the background, but the ceiling fan was hitting them, and yeah, I ran into issues. But we here. I showed y'all. I still have them around. I'm gonna keep them right here. I'm gonna hold them down till they deflate and they no longer exist. So because it's a pretty special milestone. So we're proud of that. So we're gonna celebrate it. All right. So let's see who's in the chat. Man, we got the likes early. Look, I appreciate the likes early. If y'all know somebody that can get value from this stream or even get value from any of the videos on the channel or get value from just knowing about Brick Dot Media, let a friend know, whether it's a coworker, a brother, sister, cousin, mom, dad, grandmother, uncle, neighbor, it doesn't matter. If you know anybody that could get value from this channel, let them know. Don't be stingy, you know, help somebody out. Help me, help you to help them. All right. So thanks for all the likes. Like I said, when you come in, hit the like button for your boy. Send us a wave, let us know you're here, and we're going to get it popping, right? Okay, let's see. We already know we have I Saw the Light in the house. What's up? I Saw the Light. Easy the Gamers in the house. We're going to try for that Fetus video. Easy. Yeah. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. I'm not going to let you down. We'll figure it out. Nick is always in the house. We appreciate the support, brother. Yeah, man, get the bag. Hey, I saw the light. I know you hitting that OT all week. I see you. I see you. Hey, shouts out to you. Oh, because I'm on vacation. That's why I have the energy. Look, man, I've been working harder on vacation than I do when I'm not on vacation. It's like, go here, spend money. Go here, spend money. Oh, I gotta go do this. Oh, hey, come over to my house and do something for me, and I'm still spending money. So it's hard being on vacation, man. It's hard. Look, I spend so much money on vacation, like I don't want to eat. Like I skip meals because we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna do a 5 hour live stream tonight. No, maybe not tonight, but I have enough content to do a 5 hour live stream, but we're not gonna be that crazy. But I have enough, but we're not gonna do it tonight. I'm not sure we ever would do it, but I have enough. I have enough for that. But tonight we're gonna try to keep it under an hour and a half. All right. All right. Who else is in here? Anthony Does Gaming. What's up? This is my first time seeing you here. I appreciate it, sir. I appreciate it. He said, I've been working for UPS for 2 years at the Compton Hub in LA. He's kind of worried about the layoffs that's been happening recently. Like, yeah, I understand. And I'm not saying you should not be worried. I worry about any types of layoffs or cutbacks, anything a company does. But, you know, I do believe that everything pretty much happens for a reason. And I'm not saying people should get laid off. All I'm saying is that, okay, to get my inside voice, because I know my mic is loud enough. All I'm saying is this. If you happen to be laid off from whatever job, wherever you at, it doesn't matter. That's just another door that's going to open up for you because you're being released. I'm not saying out of bondage, but you're being released in order to open up and walk through a different door. So I'm not saying don't be worried because that's a natural reaction for humans. But at the same time, just look at it as like, okay, well, if this door closes, another one should open up for me. And do believe that because I do believe it as well. And so whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen whether we want it to happen or not. And so that's what I try to tell people. It's hard not to look at it as a negative, but it ultimately could be a positive. All right. So hopefully everything works out for you. And keep on holding it down, bro. Keep holding it down. All right. What's happening, MN Scout Dad? Great support. I appreciate all the support, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, hourly is the way. I have nothing against management. However, I don't like the way they get paid at UPS. Once a month, yeah, I'm good. Even though I can budget if I was getting paid once a month, I know how to manage the money and manage the funds and set my bills up to where I'm good, but I just don't want no part of it. I like every week. Every week is good, and I'm good with that. Oh yeah, so yeah, he's in Compton. So I mean, well, I'm looking for the answer too. How is it over there in Compton? You taking care of business? Do you have your own route, or do you cover? Okay, so he on the cover driving list. He work in a warehouse. Okay, cool. And hopefully they open up something for you pretty soon, so you can get to driving pretty soon as a permanent driver. Oh, so Nick, so you down for a 5 hour live stream? Because if you down, at least I know one person to be watching. If you down, shoot. Let me see. Tonight's Thursday. All right. If I could rest and go to bed early tomorrow night, which is Friday, even though we got invited out for happy hour. Maybe if I skip happy hour on Friday night and get to sleep by 7:45 and get up at 9 a.m. on Saturday, maybe I could do a 5 hour live stream. We start at like at 7:30 on Saturday night. Yeah, we could probably do it. Nick, you gonna still be up at 12:30? Let me know. We'll do it. All right. Oh yeah, Jordiza said great topic. Yeah, man. I like this topic. And I hope y'all like it too, because we have a video we're gonna talk about. All right. I hope y'all like it too. Um yeah, the whole ground structure with the contractors. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Yeah, so FedEx does want to go all contractors. Yeah, yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so I saw the light say he lost his job over a decade ago. Hey, look, hey, keep going, because one door closed, another one open. At least that's how you got to look at it, right? Okay, my dog's trying to get on the live stream. So hopefully, it doesn't knock anything over. All right, all right, all right, all right. Here we go. Oh, Anthony, he started at 22. You're 24 now. Yeah, that's a good young age to start. 22. Yep, that's a good age to start. Nick said depends on what Saturday. I don't know, man. I'm talking crap, but we'll see. 5 hours is wild though. 5 hours is wild. Man, y'all ready? I normally have a story for y'all, but today is just more the same. This vacation week, running around taking care of business, um, not doing a whole lot of sweating and heavy lifting. However, you know, my pockets are like, hey man, chill, yo, chill. We're just taking care of stuff. And then I lifted up my garage door on yesterday with my opener, and I guess my limits weren't right. And so it went up too high and it broke a little piece on the opener. So I have to have a guy come tomorrow and fix my garage door opener. So yeah, when we're at home, you just find stuff to do, you find stuff to spend money on, and so it happens. It happens. But we're gonna get it fixed. We good. Yeah, man, keep pushing, man. Nick is gonna motivate you, even if there's no other motivation possible. Nick, shouts out to Nick. Nick will motivate you. All right. All right, let's go, y'all. Let's go. Y'all ready? Let's see. Let's see what we got. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you guys for the likes. We appreciate it. Where we want to start? And I told y'all, yo, we could go 5 hours tonight, but we not. But we can, but we not. All right. All right. Let's see what we got. Y'all might have seen this video, but let's go. Let's go.
Same work for less pay. Same work for less pay. We do the same exact job as UPS. My contractor just eliminated a whole entire route on Tuesdays about 2 months ago. A whole route that had paid a driver $155 a day. So $620 a month that he's saving by eliminating that route. I now average on Tuesdays 40 to 50 more stops because he added 2 neighborhoods on me. I told him yesterday I wanted $5 more a day.
All right, so let's back up. All right. Let's back up. Nick said he's seen it. So the thing is, I get this all the time. Right? I get this all the time. Like y'all doing the same thing we doing, and y'all getting paid this amount and we getting paid this amount, right? So I'm going to give you the perspective of both, well, with three perspectives. One, okay, this is a FedEx ground driver. So his perspective as a FedEx ground driver, the perspective of the contractor, right? And then I give you the perspective of FedEx, the company FedEx, right? So three different perspectives. First, FedEx ground driver. It's a contractor model. So basically, FedEx is going to pay the contractor, hey, we're going to pay you this amount of money for these many routes, whether we're going to pay you by the mile, per package, so on and so forth. We release liability. You have all the liability. You pay the insurance, and we're going to pay you. You hire the drivers. You do everything, right? So the FedEx ground driver is going to work for the contractor. They report to the contractor. They wear the FedEx uniform. A lot of times they don't wear the FedEx uniform. They might have on some cargo pants or some gym shorts, but um, and so hey, you're gonna pay me this amount per week, and I'm gonna take care of this route for you, right? It's like a salary, or maybe they pay them by the hour, but it's like this amount per week. This is what you're gonna get paid, pretty much, right? Now, if we go back to 2001, 2002, I worked for a company called Airborne Express before DHL bought them out. And DHL, they came over with the international stuff and they bought out Airborne Express. In Airborne Express, they had the same model as FedEx Ground. It was Airborne Express and they had a whole bunch of contractors. I was a driver for a contractor before I ended up being like a swing driver for the contractor. And I eventually was the manager of the contractor. And it was hard to hire drivers. Like nobody wants to come and work for $400 a week because that's what we was offering. Now, if you had experience, you get 425, but that was about it, you know. And so you'll run a route for 5 days a week at $425 a week. And like I said, this was back in 01, 02, right? And it was hard to get people in. Then you'll get people in that needed a job. They'll work for a few months, maybe 6 months. Then they'll find something else that's paying better. Then they'll dip. So always was replacing people, always replacing people. And so it was tough. So from a driver standpoint, and this particular guy, like it sucks because you see the UPS guys in Brown, you see them doing the same thing. Y'all going to the same businesses, the same resis. Y'all passing each other all day. I pass the FedEx guy on my route, was actually two of them. I pass him probably about 15, 20 times a day. And, it sucks because in back of your head that these UPS drivers getting paid a whole lot more. Now, from a contractor standpoint, hey, I'm gonna get these drivers in. I'm gonna get this bag from FedEx. I'm gonna pay as minimum as I can for these drivers. I'm gonna cut where I can because I need to try to turn a profit, you know? And so because they have to pay insurance and they have all the liability. So anything goes on with a driver, a situation, the contractor, they have to take care of the situation, right? And so they trying to cut as much as they can. So they trying to pay the least amount as they can. They're not trying to pay you anything really. And so they're trying to make money. They have to get vehicles. They have to maintain vehicles. They have maintenance. They have all of that stuff, And so from the FedEx standpoint, it's gravy train for them because one, they don't have to hire anybody, or they just find a contract and say, hey, this is your area. You take care of that area for me, right? They don't have to hire anybody, the insurance, so they just make sure the planes are taken care of, or the freight gets from point A to point B. Everything gets loaded on the trucks and they hands off. The whole last mile operation, that's on the contractors. And so it works obviously for FedEx. The contractor is the middle person, and then the guy at the bottom, the driver, they get screwed, in my opinion. But they get screwed. However, they sign up for it. And I'm not saying it's their fault. Hey, they looking for work. I get it. Go work. You know what I mean? Go get experience. If that's all that's available, you're experiencing doing it. Hey, go to work. I get it. But ultimately, in this particular situation, they get screwed because I know how it is. Now, some people, could talk about the pay dynamic between FedEx, Ground, and UPS, and I get it. But I actually lived it. And so I know how hard it was. Man, people, man, you even say, hey, man, we got 450 we could pay you per week. They'll laugh at that. That's no money to be delivering all day. And yes, we have vans, and it wasn't like no crazy volume, but it's just like, man, making $400 a week, that was tough. With no benefits, that's another thing too. Like these contractors, they don't really offer any benefits. It's tough. Most of them probably don't. I know we didn't. All right, so let's start this back.
Same work for less pay. Same work for less pay. We do the same exact job as UPS. My contractor just eliminated a whole entire route on Tuesdays about 2 months ago. A whole route that had paid a driver $155 a day. So $620 a month that he's saving by eliminating that route. I now average on Tuesdays 40 to 50 more stops because he added 2 neighborhoods on me. I told him yesterday I wanted $5 more a day.
Yo, he was just asking for $5 more a day. $5 a day. They added 2 neighborhoods to him. He only asking for $5 a day. $25 a week. That's $100 a month. He's only asking for $100 a month. Especially when you see, hey, they cut a whole route and they dispersed the route. They put some stops over here. They put some stops over here. And you going to give me $5 a week? Oh, I'm sorry, $5 a day. And he asking for that. Me, I would have asked for more, but the guy is trying to be modest, right? He's not trying to overask. So I understand, like he's trying to be a team player, which, we trying to feed your family, shoot, man. I don't know how much team player you can be. I'm just saying. Let's keep going.
That's $25 a week, $100 a month.
Yo, $100 a month. Man, pay that man $100 a month.
And he's still clearing $500 by eliminating that route. But I was told all the reasons why I was not going to get that $5. So how is that justified? We do the same work as UPS for less pay. Crazy.
Okay, so the thing is that, and I hear this all the time, right? And we just, we're going to just address it tonight. I'm trying to word this how, like, I don't want to be too raw, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. And with all due respect, to this guy in particular, even all the other FedEx ground drivers, even there's some here watching this video, it's cool. Respectfully, like, nobody cares. And I'm gonna tell you why nobody cares. It's not me saying this. It's not me being mean and ugly. All I'm saying is that you go apply for a job, you get the job, you agree to the terms in which you apply what you're applying for, you agree to the terms, because if you don't agree to the terms, you just don't take the job. And so you can't expect for, hey, I'm gonna take this job even though I know what it is. And I'm not saying he's complaining. I'm just saying this in general, right? You take the job, you know what it is. It's like once you're in it, hey, it is what it is. And I know he's probably just acknowledging the disparity in pay. I get it. I don't think he's necessarily complaining, but then again, he might be. I don't know. But all I'm saying is that whatever you sign up for, if you negotiate a certain salary or you negotiate a per hour or whatever it is you negotiate your pay, I mean, that's what you get. And I'm not saying that to be ugly. I'm just saying straight up, like, nobody cares. Um, because on top of that, I know of two FedEx ground or but former FedEx ground drivers that work in my building. I talk to them often, right? And they were on their FedEx routes when I was, UPS driver. And they say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so guess what they did? They applied for UPS. They went work inside. They ended up getting TCDs pretty quick. This was before they took TCDs away before the 22-4 stuff, right? And so they got in there. They said, hey, enough is enough. They applied. They got in. And now they driving. They both full time now. But what I do get a lot, with all due respect, I get a lot of complaining. And at the same time, in the same breath, a FedEx driver might be like, you know what? I don't want to start in the warehouse. Or, man, I got experience. Like, I should be able to go drive from day one. Well, that's not the way it is, respectfully. And so, you know, a lot of people, and I'm not saying this guy in particular, and I'm not speaking about anybody, but a lot of times people want stuff the easy way. And that's just not the way it is most of the time. Like, if anything is too easy, I'm sorry. If anything is too easy, like, something's fishy. Like, if you walk out your front door, right? You walk out your front door and you see a pile of money. Me, I'll be looking around like, yo, who set me up? Like, what's going on? Like, why is this money in my driveway? It's not mine. So what's going on? It's just an example. It's kind of silly, but if anything is too easy, I'm looking at it like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. Let me go back inside the house, act like I didn't see it. Because, something's going on. Something's fishy. And so all I'm saying is that anything that's worth having is probably not gonna be like, here you go. I fixed it nice and neat for you. I hope it tastes good. It doesn't happen like that. It really doesn't. Even like kids are they call them um trust fund babies, or say like a kid that inherited wealth from like a grandparent or a parent. you know they didn't work hard for it, but somebody else did. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was passed down, but man, somebody worked hard and put them in that situation. It wasn't just given to them. Somebody had to work for it. So all I'm saying is that, respectfully, to all my FedEx ground drivers, if you want to change the situation, man, look, you're going to have to bite it. It just is what it is. I've seen it done. And like I said, I'm not saying this guy's complaining, but should we do the math on here? Because he was saying 600. You know what? It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All I'm saying is that you want to change the situation. Is there. And the contract, and I'm going to tell you, the contract that I work for, they were in a bad situation most of the time financially because, man, we were having to take trucks to the shop, getting brake jobs, getting engine repairs, oil leaks, tires, drivers hitting the curb, having to replace the rims and stuff like that. It was always something. And so the contractor had to spend a crazy amount of money on maintenance and fuel and all of that stuff. And, Airborne Express / DHL, they was paying like per package. So they'll pay you for the route. They say, hey, we're going to pay y'all, I don't know, say, 1,000 for this route, per week plus, I don't know, 3 or 4 cents a package, right? And so they had to manage those funds and make sure, like, okay, let's pay the driver this. We still got to make room for, or we got to pay supervisors. We have to pay, like the other members of management. We got to pay swing drivers. We have to pay for fuel. We have to pay for leasing vehicles, and maintenance and tires and equipment and stuff like that. So they was trying to balance money, but the contract I worked for, shit, they were broke. They had no money left over. They were out of Austin, and they had two contractors in this area. They had one contract in Austin, a couple in San Antonio, and they were broke. And so they were scraping, but trying to. I remember one time in particular, they got rid of two drivers over something bogus because they was paying them like a little more than everybody else, and they brought in a few other drivers that weren't experienced, but they could pay them the minimum. And so like they were saving $350 a week just on those two drivers just to try to make ends meet. Like it was tough. But I said, look, I need to get paid this much. And I'm like, if y'all can't pay that, then I'm out. Because I had options. And so I stuck with them as long as I could. But it's tough because they can't afford to pay drivers a lot. But it's a bad model. And I heard FedEx is trying to go all the way with the contractor model. I'm not saying it won't work, but what I am saying is that the quality structure of the drivers you get and just the product is watered down when you're using contractor model because UPS, they don't use that model, but as a company you have more control of the product. If you do like that, when you're doing a contract, they ain't no telling who you're putting on the streets. And because a contract, they might not even do background checks, even though they might require that, but they might not, they start cutting corners on stuff. It's just not a good deal. Look, hey, we can't afford to buy y'all uniform pants, so hey, just wear your gym shorts and your polo and rock out like that. Or try to get some cargo pants that closely matches the purple or the blue or whatever it is, because we can't get pants for this week. Hey, we got some used some used polo shirts. You got to, wear these hand-me-downs. I don't know. But try to cut as much as they can. But I've seen this model. I'm not gonna say it doesn't work, but man, it's tough. And the quality goes down significantly. Goes down. Ooh. Nick. Nick said he don't know what to call me. He don't know what my name is. Well, Nick, fun fact, Nick, there was a guy that came in the chat last night. He actually called my name because he works with me. You must have missed that. You must have missed it. You must have missed it. You must have missed it, Nick, because he came in and said, "Oh man, this is the best. This is the best live stream." His name was Best too. He said, "Man, this is the best live stream. Man, Byron always give the information." And yeah, so yeah, that's what it is, Nick. Nick might have missed it again. Okay, Jordan Easy said he think they eventually will run out of new drivers to hire. In California, ground starts at $16 an hour or $100 a day, but fast food is $20 only. A food will stay. Man, $100 a day? Yo, this guy on this video, he said that other route paid $155 a day. Man, that's not enough either. Look, okay, so what's the cheapest state to live in, guys? What's the cheapest state to live in? Is it what is it? Alabama? Is it Mississippi or Arkansas or Louisiana? It has to be one of those, either Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, or Alabama. Whatever the cheapest state to live in, the cost of living to live in. I'm thinking even in those states, $155 a day is not enough. No, it's not enough. Oh, so Cameron, so Cameron, I don't think we've seen any openings in Ohio when we looked the other day. But hey, sign up for those notifications, and we're gonna pop up and look at them here every once in a while. We'll try to do it once a week. I don't know if we can or not, but we'll see. But mm, 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 mm. What else we got here? What else we got? What else we got? Nick, I'm local 988 here in the Houston area. Should type in. Let me go ahead and type it. Let me type it in there. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Hey, I had another video with the same topic, but yeah, I didn't like that one. So we went with this one. But and shouts out to him, man. If y'all want to check out his page, I have his page down in the description. So if y'all want to check out his page, he got some other videos on there too. Not too much of FedEx videos, but um I think he has a food truck. So if y'all want to check him out, it's in the description. Yep, yep, yep. What else we got? And so the question in the title asks that, I mean, should they get paid the same? And my belief is, I mean, y'all want to know what I think? I'm going to tell you what I think. I think if you're not able to negotiate whatever the pay is that we get paid, then no. You get what you negotiate. And so, look, if it's not enough, move around, get some more skills. Hey, bite the bullet. Maybe go work inside and work your way up. But I'm gonna tell you, like, when I came to UPS, I left really good full-time gigs. Was self-employed, and then I got full-time offers paying really, really good. And I decided to not take those offers and get my ass inside. And so I went work inside and hoping that I could drive. It wouldn't be too long until I could drive. And I took the chance and it worked out. Right. But it wasn't easy because I had to figure out other stuff because of course I still had bills to pay, still have a family, and it wasn't easy. And so, but it all worked out. But it was rough for a little bit. But now I could be like, okay, cool, you know? And so for the people that I talk to and I see they want it easy, they want to just go apply and think they'll be running the route right next to me next week. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And so to answer the question, should they? My answer is yes, if you negotiate that. But if you can't negotiate it, then probably no. Because, it's available for you. Yeah, man, 155 a day, Nick, that's crazy. Look, hey, I bet, and no shade to anybody, like the people that be on the corner, like asking for money, they might get more than $155 a day. I'm serious. In certain areas, like if you downtown on Galleria somewhere, or like a nicer part of town, and you on the corner standing there with a sign, and maybe your clothes a little dirty, like you might get $100 a day easy. Yeah, $155 a day. Now at the same time, like I can't blame the contractors because they greedy too. So look, everybody's greedy. FedEx greedy, and I'm not saying greedy is a bad thing, but FedEx, they're trying to get their money's worth. The contractor trying to turn a profit, and the driver's trying to make as much money as they can. So like, everybody trying to win. And so when it comes down to it, man, everybody can't win. I mean, that's just the way it is. And so everybody trying to get as much money as they can, as easy as they can. And, you know, with that motto, the people at the bottom get screwed. And that's just what it is. All right, Nick. Hey, Nick. Hey, shouts out to you. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and we'll go ahead and hey, we appreciate it, Nick. You always representing. Have a good night. Have a good night. Hey Nick, what you having for dinner? Are you already out? Hey, let us know what you're having for dinner, Nick. Okay, so Batman say they do. So news stations, they did a thing on it, and a lot of those beggars make like 10K a month. 10K a month? 10K a month. Batman. In what city? 10K a month? Man. Man, that sounds like a finesse for real. Because you probably have people that they find somebody like, hey man, go in the corner, look homeless, and ask for money. Get that. I mean, even if it's 5K a month, pay them 2K and you keep the 3K. Man, it's people doing that. Like, I hate to think like that, but you already know people, man, that's a lot at 10K a month. It's probably like in Chicago or like New York, Miami, like a large city. In a busy area, probably like a business area where you have a lot of people all the time. Feeling bad for the people with dirty clothes on and just, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, 10K a month is a finesse. It's a lot. I mean, I don't always make 10K a month at UPS. Shoot. Hey, Batman, you should get your hoodie tomorrow. It's saying you'll get it tomorrow. I'm sorry, your shirt. You get your shirt tomorrow. I don't know why it took 2 days, but it's crazy. But yeah, you should have it tomorrow. Somebody dropped the ball, but hopefully they take care of you. Anthony says UPS tractor drivers make 10K a month, but you need a CDL license. You talking about the feeder drivers in small pack, or you talking about if you talking about the feeder drivers in small pack? Yeah, you need a CDL. Yeah, I mean, but 10K a month, for I mean, this package drivers make that easy. Like real talk. I guess you're talking about a feeder driver. Yep. Man, hey, anything else? Cause we're gonna wrap it up. Uh I had another video, like I said, I didn't like the other one, so we just went with this one. So I appreciate everything, guys. I appreciate everything. Hey, like I said, shoot me a like if you can, if you like the stream. And please share it with somebody. Whether it's a friend, a sibling, family member, mom, dad, uncle, neighbor, dog, cat. Let somebody know because don't be stingy with the content. Don't be stingy. Don't be like that. All right. Send it to somebody because the channel is growing and we want to make sure everybody's taken care of. All right. All right. So probably won't do a live on tomorrow night, but we'll have a video that's going to drop tomorrow. we have a video that's dropped tomorrow, and we'll probably do a live on Saturday, and then hit y'all with a back to back on Sunday. Oh wait, hold on. We hit y'all with a back to back last night and tonight. Okay, yeah. All right, Batman said, if you want to go feeders, will UPS pay for your CDL? Yes. You will have a certain amount of time to get it. Um, and so the answer is yes. And they'll even help you learn how to back up and park and all of that crap. But like that's just another element of getting into feeders, because you can have the seniority and they can select you, but you have to pass everything. And so if you don't pass everything, then they go to the next person. So you go back to package and they'll bring the next person up, or whoever's behind you, they'll kind of move up. But yeah, you have to get your CDL. If you don't already have it, you got to get it. But it's not a requirement in order to go to feeders. But once you're there, you got to get it. So I actually contemplated, like I said, I told this story a few times. I actually contemplated on going to feeders to be a supervisor and help people learn how to drive. But nah, too much of a pay cut. I pass. But props to all of those in management. Ain't no wrong with that at all. At all. All right. Bomb Squad, it's been lovely on a Thursday night. I like Thursday nights, especially when I'm on vacation. But hey, we'll see you on the next live. Like I said, video dropping tomorrow. And let me see what else. Like the stream. If you like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And we have the link in the description for memberships. Check it out. We have some free merch in there once you get those memberships. All right. We see you on the next live. Bricked Out Media, Bomb Squad. We'll see you on the next one. We are out.